dude, I'm fucking exhausted. I carried this mattress. This thing is fucking heavy. And it was like, so, like, what do you do, right? You call, you can call the Uber, the taxi option.
Yeah. So what happened? You just weren't around when they got there? Like you were...
Here's the worst part. So this was something I realized in retrospect, and I got like unnecessarily mad because I didn't understand everything that kind of happened. So I was at the gym, and I did not receive like the phone call or anything when they arrive. You know, when the delivery happens, and then there's a little buzzer outside the building, and then it would like let you in. Yeah. And I didn't get that call, and I was all pissed because I was at the gym literally when it happened, blah, blah, blah. And then kind of like looking back at my phone in retrospect, I realized that my phone was on Do Not Disturb mode. So like, because usually if I'm at the gym, it's on Do Not Disturb mode just because I don't like answer. I don't like seeing the pop-ups or anything. I don't like none of that. It's just like I just want to listen to music, but I can't do airplane mode because I'm still streaming music more often than not. I'm streaming something. So suffice to say... Suffice to say, my arms are fucking killing me right now.
So what did you? The bus, the streetcar,
it's the streetcar that goes all the way from St. Clair. So like the closest like main street to my place, and then I walked all the way up that street.
So you just lugging this mattress with you?
It was huge, and like it had handles on it, but by the time I got home, like I didn't have much more space, or like the box was verging on being totally ripped. There was a couple points where it just started to kind of fall apart because the box is clearly not... It's like meant to be held by the handles, but not meant to be held by the handles and walking for, like 600 meters maybe.
When you hopped on the bus, did anyone look at you like, what the fuck?
No, because that thing, it's not big. It's just, it's super heavy. It's like... Oh, fuck.
What size mattress?
It's a full-sized mattress. So the one that's one down from Queen. Okay. But it's rolled up. It's rolled up super tight, right? So it's dense. But the box it comes in is a little bit bigger. I'm trying to look around my room right now to think if there's something like of a comparable size.
Like a hockey bag?
No, maybe not that big. Oh, fuck. Yeah, but like comparable to that size.
Yeah, like a 3/4 hockey bag?
That's the thing, because it is a box.
Yeah.
Right?
A large cooler? I'm trying to think of options.
No, okay, you know what you could maybe think of? Think of like a full-size keyboard.
Okay.
Like like one of those, like a full-sized keyboard, however many keys it is, and then but it's a rectangular, like it's a large rectangular box. So it's kind of like that length. So you can't really grab it from the bottom because then it's over top of your head. Yeah. And then you can't see, but you can't really grab it like and have it hanging around your chest because then it's all below you, all the weight's below you.
Yeah.
So, suffice to say, though, I did make it back.
Well, that's good.
Yes, it was good. So upper body's killing me, and played some basketball the other day, so lower body equally as killing me.
Well, you got a nice new cozy bed to...
That's what I'm hoping on. Yeah, that's what I'm really hoping for. That's what I'm really hoping for. So that's how I'm doing today, Michael. That's how I'm doing.
Yeah. Glad you made it.
I made it, baby.
Yeah, I was just picturing you in this full mattress just on the bus.
Like were you
slinging this thing along.
Were you picturing like a non-rolled up mattress?
Yeah.
Like a full, a full square.
Yeah, I knew it wouldn't be that way, but just for fun. It's like something Kramer would do,
That's something he would do. He would fall a lot in the process.
He'd find this great mattress on the other side of town, and by the time I got back, it'd be all banged up and shit.
It's a tear. Yeah, it's missing springs and all that sort of stuff. This one's all foamy though. It's all like memory foamy.
Oh yeah, that's the way they
triple layered pillow top.
Oh yeah,
which is great. I've never had a new mattress. Every mattress I've ever had, short of when you were a kid, you had like a little kid bed, I used to have a race car bed, but short of short of that, every single mattress I've had was just like a hand me down from somebody. Even currently, even like the one I'm sleeping on right now, which I've been sleeping on for 6 years now, is still like one that was passed down to me. So it's really exciting. This is really exciting.
Yeah, no, I mean, a bed, it's a big deal.
I'm an adult. I'm 28 years old, and God damn it, I'm gonna sleep on a brand new mattress.
Yeah, good.
On a brand new mattress.
It's the most important thing.
Most important, you spent a third of your life on it.
That's what they say.
On sleeping on your Mike, we're getting out of hand here.
Yeah,
Mike, this isn't mattress.
talk.
This isn't mattress talk. This isn't sleep talk. This isn't the podcast sponsored by Sleep Country Canada. Why would you buy a mattress from anywhere else?
Not yet.
Not yet, at least. Well, use promo code to get.
Have you ever heard those conspiracy theories that a lot of mattress stores are just cover-ups, like money laundering schemes?
I mean, it is an easy scheme, I think.
Because, the place is usually empty and everything's so expensive there anyway, or a lot of stuff. So it's like, who's keeping track? Who knows? Anyway.
Well, Mike, this isn't conspiracy talk either. No, Mike. Let's get... Sometimes when AC Dirt is around, there are some rumors aflying. But no, Mike, this isn't a mattress podcast. This isn't a sleeping podcast. This is a wrestling podcast. The Street Brothers Wrestling Podcast.
Whoa.
The first, best, and only podcast pertaining to wrestling that you should be listening to right now, because it's the only one which you can find, which is hosted by myself, Cameron Osborne, and my co-host, Mike the Shoot Shepherd, on the other line.
Yes.
Another week. We're another week in the books. You know what? Our wrestling 2020 has been kicking off pretty strong. We had a great time last week with some New Japan action, and of course all the other shows are back. And this week we had a great time with something we don't really watch, NXT UK.
Yeah, this is like the 2 or 3 times a year when you sit down and you watch the whole show.
And what a better way to kick off our show than to let's kick off with a little pay-per-view review. Indeed. We were in Blackpool, Takeover Blackpool 2.
2, yeah. So they've only done 3 of these things, and they're already back at this nice ballroom, whatever. I don't know what they call it.
Which is the coolest vibe by far. AEW has a really fun vibe to it also as does NXT, just regular. Yeah. But I think out of those 3 shows, this one feels the coolest.
Yeah, UK, you're right. It does have a different vibe. The crowd's doing they all know the songs that we don't know. And
I saw the WWE Instagram account put out a compilation of those like chants they're all doing, but with subtitles so you can actually read them.
Yeah.
And there is a couple just like things that are like arbitrarily funny or maybe for no reason. Just like Walter's a big boy is one of the chants that they do. And it's to no particular like rhythm or melody. It's like everybody at this place just kind of agrees. Like Walter's a big boy. They just kind of get it.
Yeah,
it's a lot of fun. Was there a pre-show to this? Because if there was, I did not see it.
No, I don't think.
Okay.
Well, I mean, they do a pre-show, but it never has matches on it. So
I think they do tapings. It's like
that's right.
I bet it's something like that where they tape it, just like NXT used to be. Because I guess is NXT UK still pre-taped? Is that how that works?
I imagine so. I don't think they're doing it live or anything like that.
I don't know. I've never seen it, so I don't. So I don't know. But we do kick off the show with a basic singles match. By the way, Michael Cole,
father of Adam Cole.
Was Michael Cole on this one?
On the takeover?
Yeah, dude, Tom Phillips is slowly turning into Michael Cole. And, like, if you tune in halfway through and don't see a photo of Tom Phillips, you might think Michael Cole is there. I think I had a few points in this pay-per-view where it's like a fucking flick switch.
Well, yeah, I had pretty much forgotten that Tom Phillips was over in UK. He just kind of disappeared off of... He was doing pretty good on SmackDown or Raw, whatever it was. And,
I guess he exclusively does this. Maybe he does something else. They fit him in some kind of way.
I don't know.
Live shows maybe or something like that. But anyways, Tom Phillips is here and Nigel McGuinness, so you know things are going to be descriptive. We kick off singles match. Eddie Dennis taking on Trent Seven in a quick matchup.
Yeah, this was fun. At one point, the turnbuckle gets removed, so we get that exposed steel ring. And then Dennis picks him up, and he goes to do a crucifix powerbomb into it. And the ref's like, no. So he just fucking throws him over the top rope to the floor onto some guy and a barricade.
Onto some guy. They have it's almost like their barricades are kind of half. They're like a half thick kind of WWE main roster style, but then also with the proximity of that, that small show.
Yeah,
that we see.
That was a pretty crazy spot. But eventually, oh yeah, Dennis picks him up, nails his finisher, which is like this sideways tombstone thing. I don't remember what they called it.
It was something.
Yeah, good match. Both men look good.
Yeah, a great match. It's a singles match. It was short because damn, we spent a lot of time towards the end of this show. It had that New Japan kind of feel also, right? Where the last 3 matches we have on this card are over 20 minutes. But the women's action, we had a triple threat for the women's championship.
Yes, Kaylee Ray defending against Toni Storm and Piper Niven, who she had a little health scare recently, but she's all right, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Piper. Yeah, she was running wild early on. She hit a suicide dive, and then it's cannonball splash. So pretty good for big girl. She's much better than Nia Jax. Similar frame, but much different wrestling.
Of course, right? We're not. Let's just admire the time that we have. We haven't seen Nia Jax in a while, so let's oh my god, dude, it's the fucking Royal Rumble. I just thought about that.
That's why.
Oh my god, no!
Get your picks in for surprise entrance. Well,
yeah. Well, of course. Yeah, the Royal Rumble preview show that is next week. We should try to make some kind of fanfare out of it. Yeah, I think we did that last year. Just kind of like a what we think, or I guess that would have been a dark episode, I think.
Yeah. So we'll come up with
we'll come up with something. Oh my god, I hope it's not that. Piper
Royal Rumble.
Please.
You don't know what's gonna happen.
We know what's gonna happen. Oh my god.
Well, we'll see. We get some.
Hopefully it's just one this time. Hopefully it's just the one this time. She's not showing up in both.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah,
and taking on the Mox man. If John Moxley comes back, though.
Wasn't it funny seeing like 5 men all hit her at once though?
It was something. Shit. Oh yeah. Oh, I remember that. It was like she got like the phenomenal forearmed, and then like the 619, and then like
a super kick.
It was just a beautiful example of a bunch of men beating up
man on woman violence.
A woman.
Every once in a while, it's okay.
But it was on TV, so it was okay.
Yeah, it was endearing. The crowd loved it.
It was scripted, so it wasn't rude.
Yeah. But, this... someone hits a Canadian Destroyer at one point. I'm guessing it wasn't. Probably not Piper. Maybe it was Piper. She hit a fucking big Canadian Destroyer on Kaylee Ray. That's what it was. It was awesome. And then Toni Storm hits a frog splash on Piper, but then Kaylee Ray just super kicks her and steals the pinfall, defends her title. Pretty great match. It was only 11 minutes, but it was very fast-paced. Lots of fun. I liked it.
Got to throw that hot women's action in there because the NXT women's division is stacked.
Yeah, UK. I don't know beyond these 3. I don't really know who else they have, but
who knows? But I'm sure they have. I'm sure they have somebody coming up in developmental right now who's rocking.
By the next takeover 6 months from now, they'll have.
Of course, yeah, they're really pushing this division. Next match. Boom. Let's keep moving. We have another singles match between Tyler Bate taking on Jordan Devlin.
Yes, this was another solid match.
Barn burner. This was great.
Yeah, good mat wrestling, high flying action. They're both like little guys, but they're strong. They do crazy shit. Bate hits this twisting tornado DDT, followed by the Tyler Driver 97, but Devlin kicks out. So Bate climbs back up to the top rope and hits this crazy twisting corkscrew splash thing and gets the 3 count. Excellent bout.
Excellent match that the crowd was invested in despite its length. I think your crowd, we were really only kind of 30 minutes into the show, and the crowd's still going to be hot for a 25-minute match, even though, or 22-minute match, whatever it might have been.
Yeah. I think Tyler Bate, he's got to be the man to take down Walter after that. He's their top babyface wrestler, I think, on UK.
Yeah, I mean, I really don't watch it too much, so I really can't say anything. But he has that feeling of it, I mean.
Yeah, and that rematch is on the table. That amazing match from last year where Tyler came so close.
Yeah, we know it's there. We know what they can do, and yeah, you're right. Like even who's in the main event, Coffee doesn't feel he wasn't the face of that match. That was just a match.
That was just a filler feud.
Well, yeah, it could be Tyler Bate, because right now that division needs stuff because Pete Dunne's gone.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
And Walter, he can only stay there for so long. I want more for him as well.
Yeah, he's got main event written all over him.
Yeah, I love him. Anyway, we'll get to him in the main event. But we got another match before that. we have a fatal 4-way ladder match. Probably the first ever in NXT UK ladder match, I think.
I'm sure, yeah.
Gallus defending against Mark Andrews and Flash Morgan Webster and the Grizzled Young Vets, and Imperium, represented by Fabian Aichner and Marcel Bartel.
This match was great. I mean, I think it really kind of came down to that last 15 minutes of the match.
Yeah. So it was a ladder match, but of course we had chairs, we had tables.
I think like the first big spot was so Mark Andrews and Flash Morgan Webster on the top of that ladder, and they kind of do like a swanton onto the table.
It seemed like they improvised too, because they pulled out this 20-foot ladder and they had 2 tables set up, but then one of them, I forget who it was, just breaks through the table before Mark Coffey, the table collapses under his weight, so then they just link arms and do a double swanton onto the other guy, which is pretty awesome.
Whatever it was, and that spot onward was just the craziest. One of the most solid, because it just kind of felt like a TLC match, without them trying to use the shit to really kind of hurt themselves. The close proximity of it all really just made it feel like a fucking war out there.
Yeah,
to me, this was fantastic. Oh, this was my match of the night by far. Everything after that, the stiff kendo stick shots at one point.
That thing just exploded. Like it was.
And I love it. I love it that place is small enough and you can hear it there. And they certainly do it in the Walter match where one person will just kind of shh, and then everybody will quiet down together, and then you just hear the fucking smack of that kendo stick or something like that. It's like they're all in agreement. They're like, okay, yeah, let's be quiet now, and then slap. Fantastic.
Yeah, there was a couple other Aichner. He hit like this springboard moonsault off one rope to the other onto the ladder. Crazy shit. A bunch of fun stuff. But eventually Wolfgang hits a big spear through a ladder. We get one ladder.
And it fucking breaks.
Yeah, it just shatters.
It fucking breaks. Oh my god! Like that. I think that was the moment in this match where I let out the audible sound. I think I was definitely watching this by myself. My roommate is not home, and I think that was the point of the match where I just shit.
Yeah, so we're getting to a point. Everyone's getting killed off one by one.
One by one, everyone's just getting picked off.
Someone's on the ladder. We get the ladder. It gets tipped over. Bartel falls off the top rope onto a big crowd on the floor. So that leaves Gallus alone in the ring. And they climb the ladder, grab the belts to retain. And it was funny. They had different lengths of ladder in the match. And they would always use the shortest one to climb, so they had to go on the very top rung to grab it.
I know, and we get to that point where it's like real shaky, and you can see their knees are doing the oh boy.
Yeah, but there you go. Gallus retains.
Wow, super entertaining.
Amazing match.
Amazing match. It's tag wrestling, man. Like I think the super fans are into it right now. This is what's hot, right? We want our we got our Lucha Bros, our Gallus, our Undisputed. We love tag wrestling, and this was just a great addition of that.
Yeah, there you go.
100%.
Ladder match, tag, fun stuff.
100%. Let's put some of these boys on the map. It's main event time, though. Joe Coffey's coming out, and he's trying to take that belt away from the man who we mentioned before, Walter. Just great. What? Oh my god.
Yeah, Walter. He's
so
a contender
polarizing.
Just for next year's Shooty for best entrance music. Walter, he's up there.
Yeah,
love that entrance.
Always is up there. It's great. It's great.
Even the presentation, he comes out, the silhouette. He's got his hand behind his back, the jacket, the crowd's singing along.
And it's an easy tune to sing along to. People love singing shit. And take it on. Take it on Dvorak to write a banger. Just because it's fucking 1899 doesn't mean you can't write a banger.
Public domain, like you can just. I mean, you might have to use your own rendition of it, but you can just.
Playing the music is totally legal. Let's say you record a symphony doing it. Let's say you pay a symphony like $1,000. Let me record it, and then if you own that version of it, you can play it all you fucking want. So that's 100% what they did.
Yeah, like Daniel Bryan with the Cry of the Valkyrie. I don't know who composed it, but that's another.
Exactly. Yeah. Whoever put the fucking drums over top of it. Ric Flair does the same thing.
Ric Flair, Macho Man.
It's tried and true, and it gets the crowd on their feet for this one too. So we have Walter Joe Coffey taking on for the WWE UK Championship.
Yes.
In another fantastic match when they shush for those stiff chops, and a couple of them were pretty bad.
Yeah, making hamburger meat out of their chests. Yeah. These guys. But
imagine Walter Daniel Bryan.
Ooh, remember
who was that match against? Yeah, it was after that.
Walter and Drew had a good. Didn't Walter and Drew have a little at Survivor Series a brief chop off? Walter was in the match for like 10 seconds.
I think so, but I'm trying to remember who that Daniel Bryan match was against.
Oh, where his chest got all fucked up?
Where he was full fucked, yeah.
Well, I think it might have been the Greatest Royal Rumble because he was in there for like an hour, just taking chop after chop.
No, but Daniel Bryan didn't go to Saudi Arabia.
He went to the first one, I think.
Really?
Oh. The first Greatest Royal Rumble.
I believe you.
But anyways, this match here, Walter, they're going back and forth. We get a ref bump at one point. Mm-hmm. So Coffey hits his finisher, but there's no ref there to count. So that's when Alexander Wolf runs out to attack and help Walter. But then Dragunov comes out to fight Wolf. Walter hits his Walter splash, but Coffey kicks out. But then eventually Walter hits a sleeper suplex, followed by 2 big power bombs. And then he locks in this cross-face style submission, and he gets the win.
Yeah, whoever fucking Tom Phillips... You think did he call it an STF at one point?
I don't know.
I'm fairly certain I heard him call it.
I don't think it was an STF though. But I don't know what it was.
I don't know what it was, but yeah,
I'm sure he's got his own name for it, like the.
It was something,
the Liverpool lock or something.
No, I think he's Austrian, so it'd be the Austrian ankle.
The Arnold.
Yeah, just another great match. Not only can Walter throw you around, but he'll submit you. It's nice to.
No,
what's his normal finisher? Is there even a thing? I don't know.
I mean,
maybe this is his finisher.
He's won with the Walter Splash before, but then it also might just be like a signature move. I don't know. Yeah. Either way, I like not knowing.
Yeah, the mystery of how he's going to beat you.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is great. It would be so what a great show.
Yeah, we love Walter. This was a great match. He's celebrating with Imperium, but then Undisputed Era come running in, and they beat him up. They all hit their finishers on Walter, and they stand tall to end the show, just to hype up their upcoming match at Worlds Collide.
Man, I thought about when that...
They have to fly to UK.
When that happened, I thought about how cool it would be to be there.
That was a surprise. They popped for that.
It was huge, and in the small space, it was huge. And I don't think there was a single person in that room who wasn't just fucking going off right now. It's the Undisputed Era. It's the biggest faction in the world right now. Let's or at least within the company, right? Imagine you're at a little show and Undisputed Era pops up.
Undisputed Era versus Inner Circle. There's your dream.
I think there's too many. I think there's one too many people.
That's a real Worlds Collide. Yeah. They can always add that 5th member that they've been teasing.
Yeah, I wonder who it would be.
Finn Balor.
Oh my God, I'd piss myself. I'd just crap.
I would. Yeah, I would he has crap. To win the cruiserweight title first, just so they can have all the gold.
Yeah, they need to somehow get that way. And Finn Balor needs to participate in that.
He's under 205, so he can easily.
I think so. Well, yeah, there you have it. That was our review. That was our Blackpool 2 review.
Yeah.
It was a fantastic show.
It was great.
I enjoyed the hell out of it. I'd love to see Walter in that Rumble because
I think that's
because somebody needs to eliminate Braun Strowman.
Yes, and Brock Lesnar.
But
that was as good as many of the regular NXT takeovers. That show.
Yeah. There's great talent over there. I'm gonna keep. You know what? I can't say I can commit myself to watching the show, but
there's too much wrestling.
There's too much wrestling in the world, folks, and there's also life and shit. Right?
Exactly. We watch real sports too. We have other things to do.
Yeah, we have other things going on. You gotta do laundry occasionally. Jobs. There's other stuff. There's other stuff, but we'll be checking out the next pay-per-views when they happen.
Yeah, next summer or something. Who knows?
That's fantastic. Well, there's our pay-per-view review, which means it's time to get into our normal week. How do we want to kick off this week? Let's kick off the week how we always do, which is with this week's Tweet of the Week. It's the Tweet of the Week. It's the Tweet of the Week. Great. Oh, man, there was a lot of source material this week, actually. Some people had some very interesting things to say about this whole Liv Morgan situation. But this isn't a controversial show, so I like to keep it. We like to keep it a little PG. However, So here we go. This week on Monday Night Raw, there was which we'll get to in a little bit. There was a main event fist fight match. I heard it and I was like, okay. I didn't quite get it. And neither did apparently Kevin Owens, who tweeted, hello at WWE. Can someone tell me what the rules to a fist fight are? If I punch through Seth's face, do I win? I called Vince this week to ask him, and he put me on hold for 5 hours and 18 minutes before the call mysteriously dropped. Anyway, let me know. Thanks. Kevin Owens is as confused as all of us. What the hell is a fist fight? Well, I mean, we get what a fist fight is, but what is a fist fight not?
I don't know. Well, yeah.
It's the not that I really want to know, which we eventually find out. But Kevin Owens, fight Owens, fight, baby. Tweet of the Week champion. There you have it.
That a boy. Good Canadian guy.
Good Canadian kid winning the Tweet of the Week, bud. Ooh,
actually, no, he's French. Never mind.
First time champ.
Kidding.
So
just kidding, Kevin. You're a good boy. You're a good guy. Good father. Loves his family.
We want to give a quick shout out to all of our fans in French Canada. Thanks for listening to the show.
Yeah. Bonsoir. C'est la vie.
Les Canadiens.
Yeah.
Okay, Mike. Our Tweet of the Week's out of the way. How do we want to kick it off this week?
Okay. Well, I always have to cover one little thing before we go into Raw.
Ooh.
Because I feel, SmackDown's been getting shafted a little bit. And there's one storyline I can't skip over.
Of course.
The continuation of Otis and Mandy.
Of course. There's been cakes, there's been insults hurled, there's been cakes hurled.
Yes, there's been misunderstandings. Ziggler destroyed the cake, and Otis wasn't sure what was going on. So anyways, Heavy Machinery's backstage. Tucker's talking to Otis, and then Mandy comes up with this white box, and she apologizes for letting Ziggler step on that lovely cake, and she presents him with a cake she made of her own. And it says, I'm sorry, there's a little sad face, and even a tiny little bulldozer on top. So that was very cute, very sweet of her. So she goes to leave, she's got a match, and then Otis just has a big old smile on his face. So then Mandy Rose goes out to face Alexa Bliss, and then during the match, Heavy Machinery, their music hits. They come out, and Otis is holding the cake up. Bliss is distracted. Mandy rolls her up for the 3 count, and Otis is just seductively flicking his tongue like a lizard at this thing. The international sign for cunnilingus. So this is the lesbian angle has been derailed, and Mandy and Otis is all in on this thing. Yes.
Everybody knows what licking a cake means. It'll come up. It'll come
up. The way
he
was doing it, the way he was making eye contact, he was flicking that tongue.
That's funny shit.
It was real. Yeah. So that's the main thing from SmackDown.
You know what though? You're right, Mike. SmackDown has been getting a little shafted. I think it's just our timing never works out.
We keep like it's like a week later by the time we come around on it. We shoot the day
it would be like the best way. It would be like we'd have to do it on Tuesday or something, or right or
we're just different every week.
It's kind of different week to week, but we don't want to forget. We don't want to forget about the Fiend. No. We don't forget about Daniel Bryan because they're getting fucked with right now.
Yeah, they're still going. They're hyping that title match. Same with Lacey Evans, Sasha Bailey. That's feud still going strong. They haven't officially announced it, but I'm hoping Lacey will get that title shot.
Did you see they were, wherever they were in on SmackDown, they were like in Kentucky or something. They were, fucking patriotic capital of America, and they started an actual USA chant, and then Lacey Evans goes into fucking like military salute. I was like, oh my god, this is the I love Lacey. Love Lacey Evans. Just the ultimate pandering, and I was just,
USA.
oh my god,
they started it. They started the chant. She didn't.
I know, it's just so funny that like
She's like, okay, I'll do it.
The people in Kentucky are like pandering themselves.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my god, and Lacey Evans going with it because she has to do her. She's doing her Marine thing.
Yeah.
You know, what's her new thing? So.
Anyways,
those were some great highlights of SmackDown. Oh, and the Usos.
Oh yeah,
the Usos are back.
Yeah, so they were back we saw them come back, and now they actually had a match against Corbin Ziggler.
Yeah,
there was a DQ finish, so nothing really happened.
Of course, there was a DQ finish. This is SmackDown.
Yeah.
I still can't tell who was who. I was hoping one would come back with like maybe longer hair or something, or a different tattoo, or like a tattoo that the other one doesn't have, and I was like, oh, fuck. So we'll still folks at home, we'll keep you updated but which Uso is which. But let's move on past SmackDown, because our week usually kicks off on Mondays, like this show does. The longest running episodic thing that has ever happened ever.
Yeah.
Monday Night Raw.
Let's get raw. Let's get raw.
Longer than Sunday Church has been around.
Longer than Church has been around. Monday Night Raw has been coming to us live from Anytown, USA, baby. But it's going to be a big one because I think we know that the Brock Lesnar's around.
Yeah.
We are getting a match at the end of the night. AOP and Seth Rollins taking on Kevin Owens, somebody else.
And the hot angle, Lashley versus Rusev.
We have Lashley versus Rusev. What's in the cage? I don't know. Let's figure it out. Let's figure it out right now. Actually, when we kick off the show. It's actually Randy Orton who comes kicking off the show, talking shit about AJ Styles, who, of course, if you're talking shit about AJ Styles, you got to interrupt.
It was weird because when he first started, he's like, hey, they told me to come out here to start the show, welcome you all or something. And then he just starts talking shit about AJ.
No.
But it's like no one ever it's not like you're the host, the MC. No one does that. So it was weird.
WWE weird, huh? Who knows? But once these two boys are going at it, Drew McIntyre comes out, of course, and
the babyface. He's full babyface now. I guess.
A little bit of a turn there, and then he was just kind of like, "Hey, how about a match?" And then we actually get a match right off the bat. Triple threat?
Yeah,
is that what it's called?
Triple threat there. Early on into the match, Gallows and Anderson sneak out from under the ring to help AJ, but they just get taken out. Orton nails Drew with the steel steps, and then AJ tries to hit Orton with an RKO, but he blocks it. Hits AJ with a Styles Clash. Actually looked pretty good.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah, but AJ kicks out of that too, so Orton picks him up, hits an RKO, but then Drew runs in, hits a Claymore, steals the pin. So your Royal Rumble favorite picks up a win.
A couple of those Claymores look good.
Yeah.
I'd say out of all of them, like 8 out of 10 are going to look really good. The other ones are like fine, they look, but yeah, it could be I don't know, it could be, we still have shooties on the mind, right? This could be finishing move of the year.
You got it in Kentucky? Yeah, I like the Claymore.
Because how it looks is such an important part of the shooty award, right? How it can be sold.
Yeah. Everything.
It is such an important part, but McIntyre is getting his push is happening again. Someone needs to eliminate Someone needs to eliminate Walter from the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, big show.
And why not have it be Drew McIntyre, who is this big motherfucker who should be winning? I don't know if you're curious at all. For those people curious at home, Monday Night Raw did start on right after the national championship college football game on the same channel. So right when one was done, the other one would have picked off.
Huh.
So if you're coming right off a football game, if your team won, you want to keep celebrating, you're having a couple drinks. This would have been the first wrestling match you saw, which is a pretty good idea, I gotta say.
Yeah, that's not bad. Not a bad lead in.
I think we go right back into some more action, though.
Yes, Ricochet taking on Mojo Rawley.
Did you know Ricochet's a superhero?
What?
Did you know Ricochet's a superhero?
Yes.
Yeah, you knew
Well,
Ricochet was a superhero. I didn't know Ricochet
He
was a
plays
superhero.
one. He plays one on TV.
Huh.
But Mojo, the villain, he survives for a little bit, but then Ricochet hits that 630 for the win.
Yeah, I think this went like into a commercial break and then like back.
Yeah, there wasn't much that.
I just thought I was surprising, you know. So yeah, these are both guys who are gonna go into the Royal Rumble.
Yeah. One will do better than the other.
One will do better than the other.
Well, I mean, the other one, we'll see. Something. But the one of the few women that has announced their entry for the Royal Rumble, Charlotte Flair, taking on Sarah Logan in this hot match that never got started last week.
Oh, right.
just
Never
fought.
actually happened.
Yeah,
There's the brawl.
But I did notice this week, Logan actually got her own entrance, and she's got her own music now.
And she's
No
got
more-
a little bit of a different look now, too.
yeah, no more that
no
Riot
rabbit
Squad.
pelts. Yeah, or no. She's not wearing a
pelts.
Riot Squad shirt still.
She's still a bit of a Viking, though.
Well, yeah, we're down with full Viking. We just don't want
you just don't like
half
the pelts?
Viking, half Riot Squad.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Charlotte makes short work of her, gets the win with the figure 8.
It's fantastic.
Hey,
you know,
you got on TV, though.
You got on
You got on
TV.
TV.
And, Charlotte Flair, a constant Royal Rumble potential winner. She's going to be final.
Yeah,
she's going to be
she'll-
final
she'll-
3 guaranteed.
Yeah, guaranteed.
She's the only one that could fucking last that long. Are you kidding? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, so we'll see. But Ruby Riott, though, another name for the potential return.
That's another return that I've been thinking of lately.
Shouldn't be giving these away yet, should I? I'll be saving those for next week, folks.
Well, hey, you know, I mean,
got
a lot
more.
can change
That's a
between
tease.
this week and
That's
that
true.
week, though, too. You know,
She might show up on Raw and throw the whole thing away.
Exactly. She may show up on SmackDown and throw the whole thing. She may show up
even.
on NXT with the Goon Squad. with Shayna's
they need a new leader.
goons. With
They need
Shayna's
a new
goons.
leader. Yeah.
Who knows? She could show up at the Rumble with Shayna's goons.
Yeah. But let's keep this going here. Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman come out to cut a promo, and they don't like the response of the crowd, so they pretend like they're going to leave, and he cuts his promo on the ramp, gets back at the ring, starts over. Lots of heat on them. But, they talk about the Rumble. Heyman gives his spoilers. Brock's going to win, and the truth shall set you free. And on that note, 24/7 champion R-Truth comes out, gets in the ring with them. Heyman just puts his hand on his face like, oh, no. What are you doing? Truth is like, I'm glad you called me out here, Paul, because I'm about to set it off. I saw something on TV about the Rumble, and you may be my favorite to win, but my childhood hero, John Cena, he taught me never give up. So he officially declares Royal Rumble. He doesn't even say entry. He just declares Royal Rumble.
Declares it.
Yeah. So then, he keeps going on, and he's like, you may be a big man, but you're going to go flying over that top rope, Paul Heyman. And then Brock just starts laughing, and Heyman's like, hey, look here, bong hit. Called him bong hit.
Bong hit.
Bong hit. Yeah, I'm not in the Rumble match, so Truth is like, oh, my bad. First time ever, I undeclared the Raw Rumble match. And then, anyways, they have enough of his shit. Brock Lesnar picks him up, nails the F5. He picks up the 24/7 title, just laughs at it and throws it away. Then grabs the mic and says, that's what's up, before leaving. Pretty funny.
Yes, of course. R-Truth is great. This was when Brock Lesnar's laughing.
Yeah.
Like he thought this was
Like,
funny,
genuine.
and this
Yeah,
was
he was
funny.
enjoying himself. It was good.
Yeah, his comedic work is great. I mean, he was my I think most improved last year, and for reasons exactly like this. You put him in a segment with Brock Lesnar for like 10 minutes, and you only have to eat one F5. Like you're doing something right if you're spending
And it was
that
fun.
amount of time.
It's fun to every once in a while have a lower guy cross paths with a big guy like Brock and
for
get to stand in the ring with him for a few minutes.
Of course, and for Paul Heyman to give, a guy who is producing the show backstage at Raw, to bring R-Truth out for such a long comedic segment that everyone's gonna love. I mean, that speaks a lot about R-Truth's character himself.
Yeah.
Let's not
man.
forget that. Let's not forget that.
Yeah.
I can forget the next
We
one
can-
though, if you want to just keep moving.
We can't forget because after the break, we come back and Truth is being helped to the back when Mojo Riley comes up.
Right.
Yeah.
New 24/7.
So he wasn't
great.
done. I know. He pins. New champion. Mojo Riley, 24/7 champion.
There you go, bud.
All right.
Yeah. Okay,
But
let's
you
keep
can't
moving.
wait. I know. You couldn't wait to get to this next match. We got Bobby Lashley taking on.
No, I said
Rusev.
I can't wait to skip the next match.
Oh, well, we can't. I mean, come on. Lana, she had this amazing rainbow sequence outfit on. That might be my wrestler of the week, that outfit. I don't know.
Jesus.
But anyways, both men, Lashley, Rusev, they're going back and forth. When Liv Morgan comes out partway through the match, she marches right over to Lana. But then Lana grabs a drink from the front row and splashes it in her beautiful face. Throws her into the barricade. And this commotion distracts Rusev, so Lashley hits a spear, gets the win. So the feud obviously has to continue, unfortunately.
Okay, so, obviously we knew it was going to keep happening, but this is the part I don't get. So a man and his new wife are fighting her ex-husband who doesn't want to be with her and her ex-lover who does. I don't understand anybody's motives. I'm still. If you want to talk, if we want to revert back to our conspiracy talks, Liv Morgan was not supposed to be in this angle. They were building to something else, and they panicked and they did this. This makes no fucking sense for anybody.
Yeah,
Rusev has no reason to care because he's going on the fucking vacations and he's like, every day is Rusev Day. Take her. Like, why are they still fighting?
Well,
and why Liv Morgan was not supposed to be doing this. It's going to come out in 30, 45 years. When Vince McMahon finally dies, in 45 years, he's going to write his tell-all right before he dies. And this is going to be like it's going to be a chapter in there somewhere.
Well, I'm hoping this is just a very smooth transition just to get Liv back on the roster and she can forget about this whole mess and leave these people behind.
Yeah, so let's skip over. Let's skip over the next one too because I want to get to this.
Well, we do find out
though
backstage, we do get a challenge for next week. We will officially get a mixed tag match.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. That's what I was saying. Why are we doing this match?
I don't know. Even Lashley. Well, see, so here's
nobody's
the thing.
motivations are in line with what
Lashley's are. He's getting fed up. He doesn't want to do this because after Lana made the challenge, Lashley was just like, "Oh man, bitch, come on."
Yeah, but Rusev also does not want to do this. And seemingly, like, why would Liv Morgan want to do this?
Lana's just a bitch.
This doesn't make any sense. Nobody wants to... Lana... No,
she's a succubus.
No, this just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense.
That's an old succubus.
You think Rusev would be literally trying to run away and then somehow getting caught?
He loves her. It's all stories. It's just a story.
Don't have to say it's a good one, though.
All right, what do we... Oh, yeah. I can't. There was one other thing.
There's so many little things. Yeah.
So backstage, Rusev's all angry, Liv's there.
See, it's going to be something that's just nonsensical.
No, but it was my favorite line. So he cuts a promo. He's like, "Mixed match challenge. I don't care. You come in my face, I'm gonna fight you." And Liv.
Oh, really?
So he said, "You come in my face, I'm gonna fight you." And Liv looked at him like, "What?" That was obviously his little mistranslation.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's I didn't hear about that one. Okay, that's pretty funny. Yeah. So that is pretty funny. If nothing else came from this entire storyline, it's Rusev saying, "If you come on my face."
Yeah, you come in my face.
Come in my.
So there you go. Anyways, yes, you want that contract signing? You want it?
I want it.
All right, Jerry Lawler's here. We can't have it.
You can't have a contract. The red carpet has been drawn over the mat.
Yeah. So Becky comes out, the nice orange hair, and Asuka and her nice purple, blue, everything.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
Of course, so, and Kairi Sane's there. She's fucking around with this little.
She's got her parasol.
This little umbrella. Yeah, that was pretty funny.
She's poking Becky with it, so she just takes it and throws it away. Yeah, she's funny. So we get they both sign the contract pretty quickly, and then Asuka's just sitting there smiling, and then nails her with that green mist.
That green mist, which actually I did see a little. Someone had a raw recording where you can see that. Like her fucking around with the parasail thing was so Asuka could take a sip. Yeah. You see, like the camera goes to her and then cuts back when Asuka's still kind of turned around, looking into her. The distraction.
Yeah, right before she was about to spit, I could tell because her teeth were already all green. But then, bam!
So what do you think
she hits
it is?
her.
Like it's cornstarch and something, but like something.
I think it's just like the little pouch that they just kind of like bite into, and then
because it has to be enough that like it sticks on your face and your hair and your clothes, but not so much that Like, you still have to be able to spit it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, it's
one of those well-kept secrets of the art.
Well, that's true. We did have a our conspiracy episode where we exposed all the secrets of the business.
Oh yeah,
behind the mat, behind the ring.
Yeah. Yeah. So
that could.
Becky's blinded. There you go.
There you go. And then, and then after that, she does come off and grabs a mic and gives a pretty damn good promo.
Yeah, and her blind rage. And
yeah, that was her literal blind rage. And we know this is going to be a good match. And if Becky Lynch is great at one thing that we've learned in the last year is that she can promote the hell out of a match.
Yeah, this is looking good. So the triangle. Becky has Charlotte's number. Asuka has Becky's number, but Charlotte has Asuka's number. So
that's true, and everyone's got Charlotte's number.
Well, maybe sometimes.
I think everyone's one. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, and especially like what's gonna happen there.
Yeah. Anyways, that's gonna be great.
Who's our other champion? Bailey. Right.
Bailey.
I forgot about her.
Lacey. I don't know. But another match we can't get enough of: Aleister Black versus Buddy Murphy. One more time.
3. This is Black Murphy 3,
Even
baby.
Though Murphy's lost all 2, the first 2. So I don't know. He just. But anyways, I can't complain because it's another good match.
A+.
Although I will complain about one thing because Black hits the Black Mass, and I'm pretty sure the ref fucked up here.
What was the deal with that?
He just completely stopped the count at 2 when Buddy did not move at all, and he's like, "No, shoulder." So he botched it. Fucking idiot. Just like that ref who fucked up the Black Arrow in AEW, which I'll never forget. Anyways,
which is tough because I had the Black Mass as one of my finishers of the year. It didn't win the award, but it was a top 5 candidate.
Yeah. I mean, until this fuck up, it's never been kicked out. So, anyways, he picks him back up to his knees, hits another Black Mass, and gets the win. Fire that ref.
Yeah.
Aubrey Edwards would not make that mistake.
Aubrey Edwards would not make that mistake, and I thought that was like the one thing. That's like the one rule, right? If they're not looking back at you, that means fucking take. That means you fucking eat the pin. I thought that was the rule. We're exposing the business.
That's another nitpick. I think every wrestler should never open their eyes. Steve Austin agrees with me.
They should just wrestle with their eyes closed at all times?
No, I mean when you're getting pinned.
I was about to say, that would be... like they feel the ring.
You should just know, you can hear the count. You know the rhythm.
That's a good point. Well, that's tough. He may not have known that rhythm because that Mike Tyson count at WrestleMania was pretty damn fast. Imagine if that was, that... Like that.
If he was supposed to kick out.
That could be huge.
Like, fuck.
Oh, shit.
But
then after the match, Buddy Murphy kind of rolls out to the side and he's sitting there. He's like, "Oh shit!" And then our backstage Charlie comes front stage.
Yes,
it turns into front stage Charlie right in front of our eyes, and she comes and she just wants a quick word with Buddy Murphy, but he's just like, not now. He was really polite about it. He could have smacked the mic out of her face, out of her hands. He could have like yelled at her, but he was just like, "Not now, Charlie, not now." I was like, wow, I really respect that. Out of your character.
Yeah,
you're not rude.
No, he's not Robert Roode.
You're not Robert Roode. Who came back on SmackDown?
Yeah, after he was suspended for a month.
Glorious suspension. He came back. But I think so Buddy Murphy just kind of sits around the side. And this match sort of happens in front of him. It's Eric Rowan taking on Local Job. The Iron Claw thing happens. We've been lather, rinse, repeating, but damn, we all want to know what's in that cage.
Yeah, so last week he stuck a guy's face in there and he came out all bloody, and then this week Rowan opens the door to the cage and he reaches in,
and it bit him.
He pulls back, and his hand's bleeding, so he takes out his anger on this jobber and kills him some more and pins him.
So, okay, shoot meters flying. Mike, I gotta say, we have to be on the side of it's a living thing now.
It's gotta be alive if it's.
But what is it gonna be? That's the thing.
I don't know.
I feel like anything is
I know. It's hard. I don't know what they're going to do. Is it going to be like a fake creature, like this animatronic, or is it going to be a real? Because if it's a real animal, there's all these standards and practices they have to follow, and it's.
So I'm wondering. So this is where my mind's been going lately. And again, I don't know how deep they want to go with this angle, especially because now we've established it's a real thing. And how deep can you go with like a guy with a pet rat? Or something? Is that really good for his character? What if it's What if it's like Ramblin' Rabbit or one of the Fiend's little things? It's Mercy the Buzzard or something. And just kind of like as a tie to maybe not Eric Rowan's working with the Fiend, but more just like the Fiend has control over it all. Like the Fiend is on Monday Night Raw, even though he's not on Monday Night Raw.
So he is like,
I don't really know,
controlling this puppet from afar,
maybe, or
and
kind of like there's a messenger type thing. I really don't know, but depending on how far they actually want to go with this, because I do like you, I have a tough time picturing that this thing is real, like because like you said, like if it's a snake, there's a whole set of guidelines presumably, and maybe they are willing to go to those extents, but maybe not. So I think whatever it is, it has to be a fake thing.
Yeah. It's gotta come out soon though.
It's gotta come out soon.
Like they did the last week, they had Mojo getting scared in the guy's face, and now Rowan's got bit, so it's gotta escalate until we finally see the damn thing.
And that's what I'm saying. And Buddy Murphy was just sitting there the whole time, and he was not as curious as we are.
Well, he was spiraling.
He was sitting there the whole
deep
time.
Deep depression from the ref. He was so mad that the ref fucked up that count.
That's what he was. He was like, I was already down. Yeah. You made me eat another black mass.
Yeah, he's like, those things
fucking hurt.
Those are stiff.
Have you ever taken a black mass, you son of a bitch? It hurts.
Yeah, man. Remember Tozawa from a couple weeks ago?
Oh my god, that was huge. It was one of the biggest ones I've ever seen. So that's where my shoot meter is. But again, hopefully we.
That one's flying all over the place.
That one's flying all over the place. Well,
maybe the Royal Rumble.
What I've learned about work of the year, what I've learned about these things is that you got to go big. You got to go big or go home. Right? What's the biggest you can go? John Moxley showing up at Double or Nothing and giving a dirty deeds to Kenny Omega on top of a stack of fake poker chips. That's just about the biggest action you could do. So you got to go big or go home. But it's main event time because, like we mentioned earlier on in the show with Kevin Owens, we have this fist fight.
Six-man tag fist fight.
So we have Big Show, Kevin Owens, Samoa Joe, taking on AOP and Seth Rollins, the Monday Night Messiah. I like this new little. He's got a glove on.
So the official rules: the only way to win is the ref declares your team unable to continue.
Yeah, a match is great when they have to give you the rules of the match before it's going to happen. Like anytime the Punjabi prison match happens, they always need to like explain it to the live crowd. They need to put it on the jumbotron so we can all see, just so we're exactly sure what it is. But yeah, this is kind of like it's kind of like step 2 to our 6-man tag from last week. I think Big Show gets jumped before the bell. People are all over the place. They're flying around the arena.
Yeah. We get some weapons right away. They fight up to the top of the stage. Kevin Owens, he hits this awesome, like, running matrix flipping senton. He runs up the curve.
It was amazing. It was amazing. He He parkoured the fucking set. That was sick. That was so cool. This little LED panel can take Kevin Owens' weight. And he
runs flips off of it and fucking
it was fantastic, awesome. Fantastic.
And then Samoa Joe comes running in. He hits a running senton off the stage through the table, and then back in the ring. Show is having his way with Rollins until Buddy Murphy comes out, something happens. Doesn't Rollins invite him? I don't know what happens. Buddy Murphy's back,
but I think Buddy Murphy just kind of walks in. I don't really remember what happened.
He wasn't still sulking, was he? Was he still sulking about this main? I don't know, but
he was still sitting there up until. I think Seth was going to lose, and then he was like, "Buddy, help me, buddy."
Yeah, he said
help
something.
Me, buddy.
So then, buddy,
help me, buddy. And he does. And he does. Apparently,
yeah. He hits a low blow on the Big Show's big onions. And then they throw him through a table. So Owens and Joe get thrown through an announce table by AOP, and then back in the ring, they hit a big powerbomb on Big Show. Rollins hits a curb stomp, and that's enough right there for the ref to call for the bell. This fist fight is over. So,
yeah, the fist fight's over. You know what? This was fantastic. This was a wild brawl disguised as a real match.
We got some fun spots out
we had some fun things everywhere. Buddy Murphy has a point. Factions are huge right now.
And this seems to be, at the end, they all 4 of them all raised arms together, so
You know,
new ally.
Exactly, and it's they're one move away from being like their own little inner circle counterpart, right? They have the tag team, the young flippy guy, and then your leader with long hair.
The tag team, their team's almost like a mix of Hagar and Santana Ortiz because they're big and they're
exactly. Yeah, it's like and yeah, the factions are big right now. What's running NXT? Or Undisputed Era.
Yeah.
Who's running NXT UK? Fucking Imperium, right? Who's who's running AEW? The Elite.
Like 4 factions.
Exactly. There's
the Dark Order.
The Dark Order. There's factions all over the place, and this was just a great way to close out Monday Night Raw.
Yeah,
it was great. It was a great show.
Fun episode all around. Yeah, even the trash. We're enjoying the trash elements of it. The Jerry Springer, the Lana Rusev stuff. It's fun to talk about. Some people like hearing negative stuff.
That's true. Right? Yeah, that's a good point. You know what? I never like to be negative, and I don't mean to be like that. It's like
no, we're not overly. Like, we didn't have any negative award categories. Like, some people do worst of shows where the whole thing. All our awards were pretty positive.
That's true. We had best of.
Yeah.
We had best TV storyline.
Yeah.
Which is fantastic, and that's probably a good place for us to end off our first half of the show.
Yes,
I think so. We're gonna take a little break. We're gonna come back because we got some trivia. We got the Wednesday Night Wars. So folks, stick around.
Let's shoot, yeah, let's shoot, yeah, let's shoot, brother, yeah, let's shoot, yeah, let's shoot, yeah, let's shoot, brother, yeah.
And we're back with the second half of the show. Like we never left.
Nope.
Like we never left. Like we never got out of our little seats. No, we didn't stretch our little legs.
Little beanbag chair.
Sat back in our little beanbag chair. Nope, we didn't do any of that. We were just here ready for the second half of the show. We normally we will get to our wrestling action, our Wednesday Night War, a little bit later on. But we always start the second half of the show the same way, with some trivia.
Trivia. Woo! Trivia. Woo!
You should have known we had some trivia coming up. Mike, I have 3 questions for you.
I have 3.
Ooh, boy. How about you kick this week off, Michael?
All right. The theme of threes.
Okay.
Anyways, I think I might have. We'll see. Anyway, let's see what happens here. I want you to name 3 wrestlers with dog-related names.
With dog-related names, the Junkyard Dog.
Yes, there's one.
There's one. The British Bulldog.
That's 2.
That's 2. And, I mean, if you were asking Michael Cole this question, he would have one answer.
Okay. Yes,
but
I meant to clarify before that. Yeah.
But we're not asking Michael Cole this question, so we're looking... sorry, did the question specify, like, WWE people?
No.
Okay. I just wanted to, make sure I was thinking the right stuff.
Yeah.
We have British.
And I should say before, yes, like you were mentioning, the Big Dog. That is a nickname. But so for the instance, like someone like Hangman Adam Page, I would count the Hangman as part of his name, right?
Yeah, because until Roman becomes the
Yeah,
big
until he's
dog,
like
Roman
the big-
Reigns. Yeah,
Exactly.
like
It's
Dwayne
not
the
just-
Rock
so
Johnson.
Just to clarify things like that, yes.
Okay, cool.
But
I'm glad
anyway,
we
you got
figured that
2.
out. We got that too, and the other dog related.
There is one I know you'd be able to get, or the third one I know you'd be able to get, but I won't say too much.
I feel like it's not the word dog; it's another dog-esque word. But maybe that would be more confusing for me to think of. Or like a dog breed. Is there a dog? Is there somebody that has like something Labrador or something poodle? The poodle man, the poodle lady, the Labradoodle. What's another dog breed? The German Shepherd. Fuck, I know it's something in this.
I don't know. I think you might be going too deep. Into this.
I'm going too deep into this.
You got Junkyard Dog. You got British Bulldog.
Junkyard Dog, British Bulldog, and I'm gonna. You know what? I got nothing.
All right.
I got nothing.
The Road Dog.
The Road Dog. Shit.
Yes, the Road Dog, Jesse James. I know you know him.
Got
with two G's,
though.
Maybe
That's what got me. I was thinking, yeah. I was thinking one G.
Also, another one that I might have been hard. Mad Dog Vachon. He's another older guy.
I think I've heard that. I think I've maybe heard or seen that name.
May have heard of him. Yeah, I probably haven't even seen him wrestle. I just know his name. But there's probably other dogs out there, but those are the ones that the top. You got two. You could have got the third, but that's two.
I tried.
You tried.
Well, Mike, for your trivia this week, I'm actually taking a page out of your book.
Heyo.
A page out of your book, and you are going to be tested with a spelling bee. We're gonna be spelling names. We're spelling names that are on the mic.
Yeah.
People who are great on the mic, just like you, Michael. And your first name I want you to spell is Tony Schiavone.
Okay. Well, TonySchiavone.
Ding, 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 ding.
Woo!
Tony
Schiavone.
The IA. Yeah, it is a funny one there. Fantastic on the microphone as always.
Oh yeah. And thank you. I'm glad that he's been around recently, so I've seen his name spelled enough.
Of course, yeah. The more someone's around, the more you see it.
All right, great. All right, next question for you. We were looking for dog last time. Mm-hmm. Now we are looking for 3 dragon-related wrestlers.
Dragon?
Dragon.
Fuck. Well, what's the name of like famous dragons? Like an who is the dragon that Excalibur fought or something?
Well, remember last time it wasn't quite as complicated as it has to. I mean, some might be, some might not.
Oh, right. That's
3 dragon wrestlers.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Dragon,
Well, Dragon Lee.
There's one. See?
There's one. I mean, now not Dragon Lee, but he's that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, God, Dragon. Are we counting Ricky Steamboat?
Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, yeah, I count him.
Okay, there's 2.
Yeah,
there's 2.
That's like the Hangman situation where it's enough.
That's a Hangman situation. Yeah, that's a good
A Bret
point.
the Hitman Hart situation,
That's yeah. So is the next category people with Hitman?
No, but anyways, you got 2.
Okay, and another dragon. God, I'm trying to think of be like a New Japan type of person or a luchador or something. Nothing really is coming to mind. A dragon. Ivan Dragunov from Rocky 3. Are we counting him? Is this all combat sports? Is that what
I will not count him, but he's a great, great.
You know what? I can't think of a third.
All right, there's Ultimo Dragon. There's Super Dragon.
Yeah, Super Dragon.
I would have given you the American Dragon, Daniel Bryan.
Okay.
At one point, he did wrestle just as the American Dragon.
That's true.
Yeah, but anyways, you got 2. 2's pretty good.
Damn, 2 out of 4. Okay. Yeah,
2
American
3.
Dragon.
No, 3.
Ultimo Dragon. Yeah, another thing that like I've seen. I know the name.
Ultimo Dragon. Yeah, he was in WCW. And
or I've seen it written. I think there's a little umlaut over the eye. Or
he's
something, or something like that.
Yeah, he was like a Rey Mysterio that never became as big as him over in America. But there you go. All right, next.
Next, we're sticking with names on the mic. A name that's been on the mic lately that I would like for you to spell out for me, Mike. MJF. Well, his actual name, Maxwell Jacob Friedman.
Okay.
Spell it out.
All right. So here's what I'm worried about is the Jacob. So I'm gonna start. Okay. Maxwell. The Jacob. I'm worried that there's like something thrown off in there. If there's a K or something stupid like that. I don't know. Because the Friedman, I think I got the Friedman as well. Is it just a Jacob? I don't know. I'm going to say Jacob. Friedman.
Maxwell Jacob Friedman. You're right.
Okay.
You're right.
I didn't know if there was
You didn't know there was a K. Yeah, there could have been a swerve. I know it's...
Because he's a fancy rich boy, But okay, I'm glad I got it.
You got it.
All right, my final in the trilogy of animal-related questions.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to name 3 wrestlers with bird-related names.
With bird-related names. Before we do get into that, though, I was really hoping your name or your question was going to be made up animals, in which I would have just jumped off with Jushin Thunder Liger. Because of course the liger, as we all know from Napoleon Dynamite, is the combination of a lion and a tiger. I didn't know Napoleon Dynamite was such a such a fan of New Japan Pro Wrestling, eh? They really didn't explore that in the rest of the plot. But we're looking. Sorry, we're looking for birds.
3 wrestlers, yes, with bird-related names.
With bird, okay. What's a bird? Raven.
That's one.
Is there like a hawk? Yeah, there was. Yeah.
So, the Road Warrior Hawk. Yes. Yeah. That's 2.
That's 2, and okay. What's another kind of like bird? A stork. Pelican. They're kind of the same. I bet there was no budgie. Or any of the small birds, right? Like woodpecker or canary. Maybe a blue jay. Maybe a robin. Maybe there was a preacher character who was just named Cardinal. These are all very maybe real possibilities from the Attitude Era. But third bird, and I'm just looking for one more.
Yeah.
Fuck. I'm trying to think I'm trying to think about women's divisions. If there's someone who's had or if there's like a name that's like it's a bird, but I don't know that it's a bird, and I just thought it was like a made up name, you know. You know what I'm saying, but that's okay.
I know what you're saying. Like there's one name here that I think you can get. It's kind of, it's not made.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. This is just where my mind's thinking.
I don't want to say too much.
Of course,
I don't want to say too much but the one name here.
I'm gonna say my third one is this may be debated. This could be a debated topic. I'm gonna say Ray Phoenix.
I was looking for Beth Phoenix.
Oh, okay. Beth Phoenix.
It's spelled properly in Beth Phoenix.
That one is spelled the same way, although, mine was pronounced the same way. God.
But I do, you know what?
Half point.
Half point technicality. Yes, Ray Phoenix.
Beth Phoenix, okay.
I'll throw it in.
And
Phoenix is spelled with the PH.
Oh, see, now.
I mean, it's a made.
No, see, I was thinking it was hotly debated because the whole thing is made up. Like, it's not an actual bird. It's like a piece of mythology.
That too.
I thought
I think Beth Phoenix is actually spelled because of the bird, whereas Phoenix the wrestler is spelled with an F.
Right, and I think there's an accent aigu in there somewhere too.
Yeah. Anyways,
that was
there's
fun.
also an old school wrestler named Red Rooster.
Okay.
That would have been hard. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard that name before.
I might have even given you the Fabulous Freebirds as a group if we were really struggling.
I don't think I've heard of that.
Freebird, Michael Hayes. The Freebird rule started because of them.
What's that?
You know, the tag. That's what New Day does with the tag belts, where any of them can.
Where all 3 of them can kind of. Oh no shit.
Yeah.
I like it that way.
It's fun sometimes.
It's fun
Although
sometimes.
right now, Xavier Woods is saying that he's still tag champion even though he's injured. Like he's counting this as a reign right now.
I think you should, of course.
But I mean, they won it when he was already injured. He was already out so I don't know. It's
we'll let the record books decide that one, Mike.
Yeah. I'm not the writing them, so whatever.
Mike,
right.
you do have your third and final hot on the mic spelling bee contestant though. We've been seeing her a lot lately. Over there on the WWE network. Can you spell out the name? She's hot in the mic. Sarah Schreiber.
Sarah Schreiber. Okay. SARAHSCHREIBER.
You got it.
Woo!
You got it. That was a big one, Mike. I was really hoping I could get you because in the Friedman and Schreiber, they're both different. They're both I before E except after C.
Yeah.
I was like, this is gonna get him.
I was visualizing as I was going in my head. I was like punching the letters in and making sure it looked right before I said it out loud.
That's perfect. That was perfect. You were 3 for 3 on that one.
That was fun. Yeah, I do. Yeah. Fun.
And spelling bees.
All right.
But this is a war. This isn't supposed to be fun. This isn't a place where people exchange pleasantries about things they enjoyed. No, there has to be a winner and there has to be a loser. It's Wednesday night. It's Wednesday night. The Wednesday night war is full on us. This is where let's cue like bomb droppings and stuff here. This is like a little when we when we introduce the Wednesday night war, we really want our audience to feel aggressive and feel as though they have to pick a side and as though the other one is complete trash. We really want to build that terrible, incredibly toxic wrestling community vibe. Personally, that's I think what we should be going for.
I think this war has really got you riled up.
It's gotten me riled up. It's got me riled up because suddenly I get to watch a lot of really great television on a Wednesday night and I get to enjoy it. And it's got me hot. It's got me firing on all cylinders.
Well,
or at least most of my cylinders. I'm not okay. I shouldn't say all.
Well, I mean, that's fine. It's okay. You know what?
Most
it's
of
January.
My cylinders.
It's cold outside. It's the dead of winter. So what better time to have a bash at the beach?
AEW. All Elite. They coming for you, Vince. Better watch out. It's too sweet.
Yes, exactly. A bash at the beach, which is what? That was the name of the old WCW pay-per-view, I think, or it was like an event that they would do, or
there was a pay-per-view, but they would hold it in the summer. It was like their SummerSlam, I think.
It's fun that this is just a show.
Yeah, it's fine. It's because they only have pay-per-views like 4 times a year, so they can do these weekly things once in a while.
And they have the fun set. AEW sets are always fantastic, right? And they had lifeguards and some blow-up toys.
Yeah, a woman just kind of sat there the whole show. Not bad. I'd take the gig.
A couple hours. You got to kind of wave.
Yeah. So we were in Miami, Florida there. So I guess it is always sunny.
It's always sunny in Miami.
They did a little tribute at the beginning of the show for Rocky Johnson. The Rock's father passed away, along with La Parka, I think, as well.
Yeah.
So some unfortunate news in wrestling. They're from Florida, at least The Rock is. So there you go. They'll tribute there, but we're starting off with a hot match.
Yeah, what's better? What's hotter in the world right now than tag team wrestling?
At least in 2 of the companies. At least in two of the companies. Nothing's bigger than tag team wrestling, and that's what we're getting right off the bat. So this is a number 1 contenders match for the title that SCU has. The Young Bucks, Santana and Ortiz, Best Friends, and Hangman and Omega. Yeah. So this was one funny thing I kind of noticed. Ortiz's hair.
What's going on? His hair's different every single time we see him.
Yeah. Did he used to have cornrows? Is that what it was?
I bet he did have cornrows. I bet whoever's taking.
Now, it was. He must seem because it was so poofy this week and shaggy.
It was awesome.
It was great.
I bet whoever's taking like promo photos for them, like it's so hard to compete. You can't advertise a show because you don't know what he's going to look like in 2 weeks. You really don't know. And
there was like. I always, I love mentioning The Simpsons on this show.
Mm-hmm.
It was like anytime they'd show a flashback with Dr. Hibbert when they were younger, he'd always have a different haircut.
Always, different thing.
He'd be like Mr. T.
Depending on what, what decade it's supposed to be
Bill
in.
Cosby.
He's always going to look a little different.
Some funny shit. An afro one time. But that's Ortiz there. So that was funny. But no, this match was great. Lots of fun. Every team got moments to shine. People flipping all over the place.
People teaming up with other people.
Yeah, we got this shaky looking superplex off the top rope to a pile of men on the floor.
Yeah, that looked like it hurt someone.
Yeah, but the ref gets taken out at one point, so we get all 8 men locked up trying for this big suplex, but the numbers are equal. We can't do it.
Mm-hmm.
So then we get, of course, the big Orange Cassidy spot. He gets in the ring, and JR just freshly squeezed. My God, can't stop it. So Orange Cassidy walks up without using his arm. He assists in that 8-man suplex, 9-man suplex, kips up, gets a big hug from the Best Friends for probably the biggest pop of the whole match.
Oh, he's top 3 most over people in the world.
Yeah.
Like, you know, so the big thing right now, you know, of course, you know, in the NBA, just like the NHL, you vote for the All-Stars.
Yeah.
Right, the fan
Oh, yeah.
vote.
He's all-star.
So in the Western Conference of the NBA, in the guard position, the 4th highest voter right now is this guy Alex Caruso. Alex Caruso is just a white guy on the Lakers that fans love. Right, so like, he's just a guy.
But is it like a meme that they love him, or is he actually just like a good?
He's okay. He's not.
But he's not an all-star.
He's not an all-star. No.
He's just.
But you know, he's so over, and the fans just get crazy. Orange Cassidy is the Alex Caruso of this thing, who can of course do great work, but we'll get pop of if Alex Caruso gets a dunk, that's the pop of the game. You know, it doesn't matter what LeBron James is doing. All that matters is that you know, Alex Caruso gets his thing, and Freshly Squeezed does not disappoint.
Yeah, and I love the camera work too. Anytime like when they do the big hug and then they zoom out and it's like whoa, and you can see the crowd
going nuts. Yeah, and they're cheering for Cassidy. They're cheering for everything.
Yeah, great stuff.
It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, they hit the strong 0 on Omega for a big near
fall.
That
was huge.
Yeah, and then it comes down to Omega and Page. They hit their V trigger buckshot lariat combo.
Which
on
I don't think it looks that good. They need to figure something else out because it's kind of like you get hit by both sides.
It's hard to get the timing right. They don't time it perfectly, or I don't know.
I
guess the V trigger, it needs to be more sweep out the legs.
Yeah, I think like one needs to happen and then the other one needs to happen in like a. But I don't know how you make that happen. I don't know.
Like the Undisputed Era do the high low. That's like a bit.
Yeah, one goes high, one goes low. It sounds pretty simple.
But they get the win there. Page Omega. They don't have a team name yet. The Omega Cowboy. I don't know.
Yes. I don't know if you saw. We keep seeing the whoever's writing like the cue cards or the name cards for people when they come out. And on this time on Hangman Page, I think it said like anxious cowboy millennial.
Yeah,
that was this week's thing.
Did he drink this week?
He did. Yeah, he did. And JR's really putting over the fact. He's like, oh, he likes having a couple. Just having a quick beer after a great match because he's the number 1 contender.
Like, you know, if it goes great
he's trying to sell this whole thing, this alcoholic angle. Great.
Like, by the way, the side of barbecue sauce from JR, that'll go right down your throat.
And of course, you know, with Revolution coming up shortly, you can't have a pay-per-view without Hangman Page and Kenny Omega. So why not just kind of put them on this one?
Did they say when that title shot is? That
I assume it's going to be on the pay-per-view. That was just kind of my assumption.
I don't know. That's over a month away. They might do it. I don't know. We'll see.
We will see.
We'll see.
Yeah.
They might have another special before that.
It is fun having these, such a short amount of them. I think and we'll have this one in February, and then probably Double or Nothing 2 in May.
Yeah, and then one in the summer. I guess All Out.
All Out 3, and then.
Yeah, we'll see. See what pops up. Or they got the cruise next week. That's
going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I feel like that's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, that'll be cool. But to set up for that, or I guess not necessarily, but we get the American Nightmare, Cody, coming out, and he's got this beautiful like Miami Vice white
looking,
and blue leisure.
It was awesome.
Whatever suit you call it. I love it with the high waist pants and the shirt tucked in. It
was awesome.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, so of course he cuts a promo on MJF, goes over all the steps that have been set out. You know, he can't touch them at all before the pay-per-view. He has to get 10 lashes on live TV, and he has to face Wardlow in a steel cage match. I don't think they said you have to defeat him. He just has to fight him. So.
He's have to face him. I don't think it explicitly said he has to win.
Yeah. Which I guess will also be Wardlow's debut. He hasn't fought yet.
That's a good point. The fans were really saying like, "No, don't take the lashes." Like, that's kind of weird.
It's kind of a little barbaric. A little.
That's a little bit strange. Which I guess was I think one of those things is going to happen next week. I'm going to assume the cage match.
I think I saw a graphic that it's not till like the week before Revolution.
The cage match?
Yeah.
Okay, because you would think something exciting would happen on the Jericho cruise, and I just thought maybe that that would be a big seller for
a cage on a cruise.
I don't know how they're going to make it work in the first place.
Insane.
I don't know how they're going to make it work, but somebody's going over.
Well,
somebody.
Over the boat?
I don't. How big is the cruise?
Well, I think I heard that.
Questions.
I think that I heard for the Dynamite, like obviously they're not. They can't shoot it live.
I think it's pre-taped.
But I think I also heard they're filming it like while they're at port, so they're not like technically moving. They're still on the ship, but they're like, I don't know.
They might be docked. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I think they will
But if they are docked, then they could do a ship bump. Off the. You
Onto
can't go
another
off
ship.
You can't go off a moving ship. You might die.
Yeah, that's a good. That's a good point. They definitely will. There definitely is wrestling on the cruise, though.
Yeah, they do more than just the Dynamite. They do other shit.
Yeah, they maybe something they release on Dark or something. Who knows?
But
Who knows what's going to happen? Either way, Cody's the best talker in the business. We say this every single fucking week.
Yeah, he called MJF, or he said he had a pageant mommy and daddy who put him on the Rosie O'Donnell show when he was 7 years old.
Yeah.
So that's kind of funny.
All good ones.
Anyways, Cody accepts all the steps. He says, this is not your story. You're just a chapter in mine. And at Revolution, I'm going to give you your goddamn scar. So there you go. He closes it out.
Yeah, let's see what's going to happen.
Cody is continuing. Yeah, hottest babyface in the company.
In the world.
In the company.
Let's move on. We have some women's tag action. The first time that we've seen the Nightmare Collective working together, taking on Chris Statlander and Hikaru Shida.
Yeah, so Brandy and Mel here. A decent match. The Nightmare Collective work over Shida until Statlander gets the hot tag, and she got to run wild for a while, and she ends up hitting her awesome package tombstone pile driver on Mel to get the win for Shida. That move's scary every time she does it.
Yeah.
That head, that head comes close. But I love the move, though. I'm not going to tell her not to do it. I think she calls it something else, like the black hole. I don't know.
There's something else? Yeah, I think it's something space related. Something space.
But it is a
related,
tombstone
right?
package pile driver, pretty much, Anyways, it's awesome. But a bit surprising to see Nightmare Collective lose here. I thought they might cheat and do something, but
Yeah, because it makes it seem like without Awesome Kong.
Yeah,
maybe they're not much. I think it's also the first time we've seen Mel going at it.
Yeah.
Just let it.
I guess she took the pin, so they can always just blame her. Like, you suck, Mel.
Just let it all happen. It is funny though that
Yeah.
What's happening in this women's division. We just don't quite know yet. There's just no clear direction yet. I mean, fuck. I feel like we haven't seen Britt Baker do anything like in a ring, and maybe definitely not in the new year.
Yeah. Didn't someone attack that Luther guy at one point as well?
Yeah, probably.
Guy? I don't know. Yeah, he's not as.
Yeah, just would love to see some direction with this division, and it'll happen eventually. Just give it some time. Just give it some time.
2 weeks before this were better.
Yeah,
I guess.
Totally.
I don't know. But anyways, we get another promo video from the Dark Order. They're just kind of got like this video playing, mentioning some of their targets, like Michael Nakazawa, Kenny Omega, Brandon Cutler, Hangman Page, and there's just kind of this dark leader in the background with the Inspector Gadget enemy Claw. His voice was kind of there, just giving orders.
So who knows who the fuck that is?
Yeah, so the leader. I mean, there was rumors like Marty Scurll maybe, but now he's apparently signed another deal with ROH.
He signed with the Ring of Honor. Yep.
So who's this leader going to be? Matt Hardy. He's apparently coming up soon. His contract in WWE. He doesn't want to be there anymore.
Ooh. See, I wonder if like you do something like this, like AEW, they write this in, and then be like, we'll figure out who it is later.
Yeah.
But
we got a couple months.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We probably have a lot of time for this to happen. Or imagine if it's Cody or something like that'd be huge. Oh my god.
I don't want it to be Cody.
Yeah, but we don't find out for another like year.
Okay.
we have this.
Could be.
We have this incredible babyface run, one of the best babyface runs of all time, and then it turns out.
I mean, if he wants, if he wants to get a title shot, he has to do something evil because he's not allowed.
Eventually, he's gonna have to do something evil.
He's never
ever allowed.
Ever getting a title ever. But let's get going here. Sammy Guevara.
Yes.
The hot young stud. The most attractive young wrestler, according to Chris Jericho.
Which is an odd thing to say about a young man. But hey, go for it.
Go for it.
But hey,
Sammy
go for
Guevara
it.
here. Versus John Moxley. So the winner of this match will go on to a #1 contendership match next week.
So there's something at stake.
Yeah. So that puts Sammy in a bit of a little ticklish spot, though, if he were to have to face Jericho. But
yeah,
can't get ahead of ourselves because he's got to face the Moxman first here. But Sammy, no, he got to look pretty good. He got some good moves in on Moxley.
Yeah, they're different guys. They're different workers. So
yeah,
it's gonna feel like a different match. But Sammy still got the opportunity to do his little shooting star presses and his
some fun stuff.
Yeah.
At one point, Moxley hits his original version of Dirty Deeds, which was like a headlock driver, which you very rarely see from him ever since he switched to that double arm DDT thing.
Well, no, like the one he used to do in WWE, right?
No, so like there was another move where he like puts you in a
Deeds.
headlock. Yeah, so they still called it the Dirty Deeds, but he puts you in a headlock and he falls forward, and that's when Sammy like landed on his head and flipped over and shit.
Okay, huh?
Yeah, he only did it a couple times because not many guys could take it as well.
Yeah, I want to check that out now.
Yeah,
it looked cool.
But so that got a big near fall, but soon after that, Mox catches him with a sleeper, and that's how he gets the win with the submission.
Never seen that before, so why the heck not?
Yeah, why not
Yeah.
add a little something to his arsenal there? You don't know what takes. So Moxman will face the winner of Pac versus Darby Allin
Next week. It's going to be great.
Yeah.
After the match, though, it goes dark or something. No, I
lights
think
out.
we go
Yeah.
lights out,
We get the
lights
lights
on, and of course Chris Jericho and select members of the Inner Circle are around him.
Yeah, no Hager this week.
No Hager this week. And then, we get a beatdown, of course. Chris Jericho at one point takes off his little spike from his jacket he was wearing and pokes Jon Moxley right in the eye. That son of a bitch.
This is like an old school angle they did. And I forget who it was, Dusty Rhodes or Terry Funk or something. But yeah, the good old spike in the eye.
Classic storytelling here, folks. The spike in the eye.
The only thing I would have liked back in the day, I think Terry Funk, he bladed right above his eyebrow right as they did it, so it looked like his eye was bleeding profusely, and it was great. So would have enjoyed that.
God damn it, Moxley! Okay. Why aren't you blading on live TV?
Yeah, but that's okay. It was still fun.
And then Mox is getting checked on by the doctor. So who the fuck knows what's gonna happen there?
Yeah, like my eye.
More tag action coming up though.
Yeah, we got the Butcher, the Blade, and the MJF taking on QT Marshall, Dustin Rhodes, and the returning 63-year-old Diamond Dallas Page.
Wow, who I'm sure hasn't wrestled in a match in ever.
Besides like Royal Rumble shit.
Well, I think he would have done maybe one of those like Battle Royal or the this version of
or the Andre. He probably did both.
I don't see DDP going back to WWE anytime soon.
Probably not at this point.
I think he's firmly on the AEW camp.
He's got his DDP yoga too, though. He's doing that.
Of course,
But MJF had a shirt that says "I banged Dallas's daughter,"
which we don't. Maybe he did. We don't quite know.
Maybe he did.
He's
a young stud. He's 23. He looks, he's in the prime of his life. But so, anyways, DDP wants a piece of him, but MJF just avoids him at the beginning of the match. But eventually, DDP gets that hot tag. He hits a diamond cutter on the Butcher, goes for MJF, but he kicks Page in the nuts. So Dustin tags in, hits a Canadian Destroyer. DDP hits a diamond cutter. Dustin goes for the pin, but it gets broken up, and then DDP does his big spot of the match. He dives off the top rope onto a crowd, but then back in the ring, just kind of out of nowhere, MJF rolls up QT Marshall for the sneaky win.
The sneaky win. There was a lot of energy in this match, and the crowd popped accordingly. Fans were invested, which was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was fun. DDP did his stuff. He looked fine.
Yeah, of course. And we got to give MJF the rub because he has a big match coming up at Revolution.
Yeah, he's enjoying this push. He's got his diamond ring, which before the match he put in a little case or whatever.
Yeah.
Can't forget that.
Certainly. It could be a career-making match with Cody he has coming up.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
It's main event time, though, folks. We got Darby Allin. We got Pac. Of course, the winner of this match is presumably going to take on Jon Moxley next week. Or a week. Or
maybe not.
At some point.
He's losing an eyeball.
He could have lost an eyeball.
Who knows?
We'll ask Renee about that. But who knows?
But anyways.
This was a great... so this main event really kind of felt like this was the number one contendership.
Yeah, this was just a fucking sweet match. Just two little guys who are strong and agile, and there was Pac hits a power bomb onto the steel steps at one part, but the way he did it was funny because he was standing on them while he did it and just kind of fell. And like normally someone would pick him up and then just throw him onto it, but he was actually standing on the steps as he did it, which was interesting.
A little odd. A little odd.
But no, we got a bunch of big near falls. Crowds is hot for everything. Yeah, Darby tries that coffin drop a couple times, but he can't quite hit it.
Keeps trying
Pac ends
those
up-
things.
Pac hits the Black Arrow, gets the win. So next week, Pac versus Moxley, which will be an awesome match. But Pac grabs the mic, cuts a promo, says Mox is going to have to forfeit because he may have lost an eye, so he's the number one contender. But then we cut to Moxley backstage. He's in the back of the ambulance. He's got his eye all wrapped up like a pirate. He's bandaged, and so he escapes the ambulance. He runs onto the stage, tells Pac it ain't going down like that. If I'm blind, half dead, I'll be there next week. Kick your ass. Title shot's mine. So that'll be a hot match next week. I hope Mox wrestles the whole thing with an eye patch.
It'll be a hot match.
I hope he has an eye patch for like a month now.
Hot match for the cruise. That would be like surprisingly difficult. I don't know if that would.
Oh, an eye
actually
patch on the cruise. That's perfect.
comes out. He's got the whole pirate vibe coming on.
Got a hook. Arr! He should come swinging in from like a rope.
That's Moxley
knife in
would
his mouth.
come in from a rope. No, it wouldn't be a rope. It'd be a chain. He has this like huge chain link. He kind of fucking rolls in on, but it's pirate-esque.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah,
But eye patch.
the other than Pac Moxley, which is going to be great next week. Darby Allin, dude. Darby Allin is
awesome.
somebody who like he's not, younger guys like
He's like a homegrown AEW. I mean, I know he wrestled in Progress and shit like that or whatever, but
of course, but I can see like Hangman Page and MJF feel like they're gonna win the world title before Darby Allin would, but man, he's nothing short of phenomenal.
yeah,
and he gets the loudest reactions.
People love him.
Yeah, he's huge.
And he's like, I noticed like him and Orange Cassidy are the most cosplayed character in the crowd. Like you see
a lot of people as Orange Cassidy's. Yeah.
Yeah.
When we go to
Darbys.
see AEW live, I'm dressing up as Orange Cassidy. Fucking 100%.
Yeah, you got to.
I've got
Maybe you'll be the lucky kid he brings into the ring at the end of the night.
I'm the lucky kid. Oh my God. Orange Cassidy, who I'm not 100% sure, but I'm going to say it's probably like our age.
He might even be younger
possibly
than us.
our peer. We haven't really figured that out yet. But if you do type in Orange C on Google, the suggestions top down is Orange County. So, Orange Chicken.
Okay.
Orange Cassidy.
All right. I like
That's number 3. Orange County Choppers is like 7th on the list. So there.
Orange County Choppers.
Remember that show?
Wow. I thought it was West Coast Choppers.
There was a couple. There was a couple of them.
I don't know. I never watched it. It was just a bunch of angry guys with mustaches. That's all.
But there you have it. That was our that was AEW. That was a hot show. That was really something. That was a lot of fun. Can't wait for Chris Jericho's Rockin' Rager Part 2 at cruise. It's gonna be a lot of fun. But speaking of cruises and ships and the masts and sailing, there is
Full Sail.
there is a very special little place in Florida. Another special little place in Florida. Could you imagine 2 wrestling shows happening in the same weird, crazy little state?
Same time.
At this exact same time. We're live at Full Sail University because this is NXT.
NXT, what does it mean? I don't know, but it's some good wrestling. So NXT, watch and see. At a tap out, a count out, 1, 2, 3. So
We're in the we just had a big old UK show, but we're in the midst of the old Dusty Rhodes tag tournament.
Yeah, we've got a Worlds Collide event coming up.
Got a Worlds Collide event. So I mean, a lot of things are at stake, and we actually kick off the show with Keith Lee. Does he have a nickname? Isn't he like the unstoppable?
Bask in his glory. He's got something.
He's got something like that.
Yeah.
But he's out here.
Yeah, he cuts a promo. He won that number 1 contendership for the North American title, and he talks about Undisputed Era, saying, they ended 2019 better than anyone, except for me. And then on that cue, they come out and they ambush him. They put his ankle in a chair, and Roddy stomps it.
Woo! Ouch!
Yeah. But Tommaso Ciampa comes out, chases them off to help out Lee.
Nice guy, Ciampa.
Good guy.
What a nice guy Ciampa's being, because he wants Goldie.
Yeah, he's on the opposite side of Undisputed Era, just like Keith Lee. So why
The
not?
Limitless one. That's
Okay,
what it
there you go.
is.
Yeah, I think it says that on his-
Oh boy, that little nugget just fucking came out of something. I was looking at my speaker. I'm just sitting here like, what?
Yeah.
Sorry. So I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
No, it's good. Yeah. Let's just get into some Dusty Road Classic action here.
Round 1, I think.
Yeah,
Okay,
round 1.
Perfect.
Pete Dunne and Matt Riddle, the Broserweights,
The Broserweight.
taking on
Pretty cool name.
Flash Morgan Webster and Mark Andrews from UK. This was a fun match, man. The Broserweights, they make a good team.
Mm-hmm.
They end up defeating the former NXT UK Tag Champs here, and they will take on Imperium in the next round.
And this is just another strong tag television match that NXT has been having a lot lately. God, what's with the deal with tag wrestling?
It's just
Everyone's a lot of people are doing it pretty well, and there's a couple people who aren't.
when you book them right, you let the talent do their thing, and the rest happens.
Of course, and this is great for guys like Andrews and Webster because North American audience, myself included at least, we don't know who those guys are as much. So
yeah, I saw them win the titles back in the summer at the other
that
takeover.
whatever
and they looked
takeover
good,
was.
but then I didn't even know they lost them. Jack Gallus was just the champs.
yeah,
So. But no, they're a good team. But yeah, Pete Dunne and Riddle, they got more potential at this point. So
of course the Broserweights are gonna go far.
yeah, I like it. They're a good couple. They're like Pete Dunne, he's more serious, but every once in a while he'll give in, like, all right, do your thing, Riddle.
Do your thing. I think. Do we have more? No. We do have more
Ciampa,
Dusty
there was like a
action.
little promo. Ciampa cuts a promo. He gets attacked by Adam Cole, and Gargano helps him. That was in between.
That was nice, and a little DIY reform, perhaps.
Yeah.
It did feel like a rushed way to do that, but
Yeah, they did announce DIY versus someone.
yeah, they
for
really
World
just needed to
Flag.
get them in the same room together and be like, "You're
Yeah.
good, bit. You're good." But we do have more Dusty Rhodes action when the grizzled young veterans are taking on the Time Splitters. Alex Shelley's arrival, I think.
Yeah,
This is the first match he had.
So, yeah, him and Kushida. Unfortunately, though, it didn't work out for them. They take the L here as the grizzled young vets, Morgan or Gibson and Drake.
Yes.
Yes. Take the win. I was trying to remember the name. They Grizzled Young Vets will face Undisputed Era in the semifinals.
Yeah, that's too bad. You know what? Someone has to lose, though. And it is Alex Shelley's very, very first match. And these guys can still be a tag team if they wanted them to be.
Yeah. I don't know. I just feel like that Kushida's not going to have a good run here in NXT. Not because of his fault. Just the way they've booked him so far. They haven't booked
I
him
think he
as
was
any-
hurt, though, for a little bit.
He was hurt,
started,
but then he
was
still
hurt
has
again.
lost everything. Yeah, he keeps losing. I like him.
Yeah.
Anyway,
No, I see what
I'll
you're
give
saying. I see what you're saying.
We'll see, though.
We will.
Anyway. Then we get a triple threat match where the winner will face Angel Garza for his cruiserweight title at Worlds Collide. Or that'll be a fatal four-way match. So this is a spot up for grabs. So Tyler Breeze taking on Isaiah Swerve Scott and Leo Rush. So Breezango will not be around for a while because Fandango had Tommy John surgery, so he's going to be out for the
Tommy
year.
Johns? Was he playing, what, is he
The
playing
old
too much
baseball.
fast pitch
Yeah.
or something?
Too much.
Playing too much hardball with his buddies?
He was trying to get. I heard he's got a 101 fastball. Not bad.
That's true. I heard that he's in talks with the Houston Astros for a contract.
Well, that's a little. I wouldn't go near that organization right now.
Well, you better get on the horn with Fandango because I think
The
he
horn.
might be.
Well, yeah. Tommy John. Some people intentionally get that.
Yeah, they're giving it to kids when they're like
to
17
improve.
now.
Yeah, they're like, do it now. Your arm will be unstoppable.
Exactly. We're going to make you a machine. Anyways, this isn't Tommy John talk. No.
Yeah. So, anyways, there was a match. It was actually a pretty good match. All this fast-paced, nonstop, but eventually Swerve. He hits this crazy move called the JML driver, which was another scary head
spot.
Yeah,
Just
it was
call
like
it the head spot.
a wheelbarrow Michinoku driver kind of thing where he lands. So
Okay.
Swerve gets a spot in that title match at Worlds Collide. I like Swerve. He's building some steam these past couple months.
Of course, and I think if you want, trying to get 205 over, you need every match to be the best people in 205 live, or the best kind of people who are around that scene. Like you can't really throw a Jack Gallagher match in there anymore because we need our 8 minutes of cruiserweights to be fire.
Yeah, we want.
And these guys are great. These guys can do that, and they're. I just saw a bunch of new performance center hirees. Or like people who they just signed to contracts.
Yeah.
That also have that sort of fun potential or whatever. So who knows? You never know.
There we go. Yeah. Then we cut back to the parking lot and shit just kind of going wild. Gargano, Ciampa, Lee, security. I think Lee just turns into Hulk, starts throwing shit around, throws a guy through a windshield or something.
Or something.
Yeah. Anyways, he says next week the prophecy ends, Roddy. Next week. So I guess that title match is next week, Lee versus Roddy.
Perfect. Well, it's going to be a big week because we do have the Rock and Rager Part 2.
The Cruise, yeah.
So it is kind of like a slightly bigger show that you do need to kind of compete against, I think.
Yeah, and it's I guess also the go home for Worlds Collide.
Yeah.
Although most people are going to be looking to the Rumble that weekend. Some of these guys will be in the Rumble, so who knows? That's
a good point. Oh, Adam. So Adam Cole, like these guys are pulling double duty.
Yeah. And most likely Keith Lee's going to be in there.
Someone needs to eliminate. Where are we up to?
Strowman, Big Show, Lesnar.
No, Walter has to eliminate Braun, and then Drew has to eliminate Walter. So someone has to eliminate Drew McIntyre.
That could be Keith Lee.
It could be Keith Lee, exactly. It's gonna be,
all right.
And then it's gonna be a spot where like each big man knocks out the other big man, and they sort of like all kind of roll out at the same time.
And then Brock Lesnar, big heel, just dumps him over.
Exactly. Yeah. Brock Lesnar wins the Royal Rumble and finishes with a record 29 eliminations.
And then Vince McMahon comes out and says, "We have one more competitor."
And who?
And the returning Enzo Amore defeats Brock Lesnar.
To win the Royal Rumble, to main event WrestleMania. No, who comes out? None other but John Cena. John Cena comes out, eliminates Brock Lesnar, and then we get John Cena at WrestleMania. Right, but only if Brock Lesnar has eliminated all 29 previous competitors. He has to both things have to happen for the prophecy to come true.
I don't want that. No.
Cena 17th.
I'd like to have Cena.
It's John Cena's 17th. You know that number that we thought Ric Flair had for that one episode of SmackDown?
Yeah, that guy.
Remember that?
That was funny.
Remember that blunder? Oh, we didn't put. You know what? Shooty for best tech moment.
Botch of the year.
I'm adding it. No, not botch of the year. We're adding best tech moment. I'm writing down the category right now. So let's keep that. Let's keep that one in mind. Just keep that one in mind.
Sign it, seal it.
Yeah, we're done. This is official. Now. We're not. Oh God, we haven't finished the show because it's main event time. We have a number one contenders match.
Looking forward to. Yes. It's a women's battle royale, and the winner will get a title shot against Rhea Ripley at Takeover Portland, which is in February on a Sunday. Their own standalone pay-per-view on a Sunday.
Yeah. Well, on the seventh day, God rested.
Yeah,
and watch some NXT Takeover Portland.
This battle royale, we got Candice LeRae, Mia Yim, Bianca Belair, Catanzaro is back. We haven't seen her in a while. The old American Ninja Warrior. Mm-hmm. Mercedes Martinez, the latest NXT signing. I like her.
Making her debut right off the bat.
Yeah, she was last seen at one of those battle royals in AEW.
I believe so.
I think so. Anyways, Kaden Cardo, Io Shirai, Tegan Nox. Most of the women, but not all, were here. Shayna Baszler, she was the last to come out, I think. Mm-hmm. She wants that title back. So, Sin Cara's partner, Catalina, was here. Remember her from those 2 weeks before Sin Cara quit?
I don't think I do. Oh,
the
shit.
Masked woman?
Yeah.
Catalina.
Yeah. Okay. I remember her.
She's got a big booty. Nice big booty.
I remember her.
So, anyways, Catanzaro, she does some American Ninja shit. She was fun.
Of course.
Baszler was picking up multiple eliminations. Vanessa Bourne gets thrown out at one point, but she hangs on by her toes. And then Mia Yim just kind of kicks it away. Kind of funny. But then the final five comes down to Tegan Nox, Shayna Baszler, Mercedes Martinez, Bianca Belair, and Io Shirai. So Shayna and Mercedes just slug it out. Shayna eliminates her, and then Tegan Nox gets to run wild for a bit. Actually, one of the best little moments she's had in NXT. I don't know. She got some flair here. But then Dakota Kai comes out, eliminates her. So we're down to 3. Baszler, Shirai. Baszler has Shirai on the ropes. When Shotzi Blackheart, the green-haired wonder, she was not eliminated. She comes out of nowhere. She dumps Baszler over the ropes. So that's a huge moment for her. So she's busy gloating, and then Belair dumps her over the ropes. So we're down to just Bianca and Io. Probably my 2 favorite women in NXT right now. They're going back and forth. This was awesome. They had like an actual match here, just the final 2. They fought for like 10 minutes. They go to the top rope. Io goes for Hurricane Rana. Belair catches her, and then at one point Io goes for Angel's Wings. Belair flips over, lands on her feet, picks her up in the torch rack, and just launches her to the floor. So an amazing finish. They fought these 2. Belair wins. So Belair versus Ripley. That'll be great.
Yeah, I mean that's our main result. Taking on Rhea Ripley in her very first title defense. Mike, I don't know. I'm no Nostradamus. I can't predict the future. But I think this happened to Bianca Belair like this time last year. She got the same number 1 contenders match against Shayna Baszler right after Shayna Baszler won it back, or I think it was like something along those lines.
It was pretty cool.
Yeah, which is great. It's great to see because she won me over last year. I remember like whatever that match was.
Yeah, I love Belair.
Maybe it was. I think it was the takeover before the Rumble.
It was. It might have been.
That one. Yeah, that she had one hell of a show. So it's gonna be great to see her in a match with Rhea Ripley. I don't have much confidence in her getting the dub.
No, I don't think she'll win, but I would like it if she did.
I would really like it if she did. Or just it would be fucking surprising as hell. But
it'd be fun. Yeah, I mean, I think they'll push Ripley for a strong while.
Of course.
But I love Bianca Belair. As I said, her and Io are my top 2 women in NXT. I think.
Okay, yeah, I was about to say I think Rhea Ripley. If my gut's telling me something, I think it's Rhea Ripley and.
I mean, they're all
of course, I think Rhea Ripley and Io Shirai is the.
I think that's the Mania.
I think that's
takeover.
the Mania, or like the main,
Yeah.
That's like the end of the line push, whatever.
Yeah, it seems like the crowd is turning Io face, and she's kind of leaning into it. Like she's getting good cheers every week, and she's not acting as heelish.
Yeah, it's one of those weird things where the fans are cheering you to keep doing good stuff.
Yeah.
but then you need to kind of counteract that and still be a piece of shit, a piece of trash doing that good stuff. So.
Garbage.
Piece of garbage. Well, there you have it. That was our main event for NXT, and that was our Wednesday Night War. Who won? I don't know. I don't follow Brian Alvarez on Twitter. What do you think? I'm a fucking nerd?
I think it was AEW this week.
Probably got another
Bash
dub.
at the beach. Bash at the beach, baby.
Yeah, exactly. Bash at the beach, and the Rock and Rage at Sea Part 2 is going to be huge. Also next week, and that was our Wednesday Night War. Let's finish this show off, Mike, the only way that we know how. Our Wrestler of the Week.
It's the Wrestler of the Week, of the Week. Wrestler of the Week, of the Week, of the Week. The Wrestler of the Week, of the Week, of the Week. Wrestler of the Week, of the Week, of the Week. The Wrestler of the Week.
Wrestler of the Week time. Mike, who impressed you this week?
Well, this week, I'm going to finish with what we finished with. That Women's Battle Royale. The EST of NXT, Bianca Belair. The fastest, strongest, baddest, bestest. Yes, Bianca Belair.
Bianca Belair with the big ol' win. Yeah, that was a great main event match.
I love her. She is... So some wrestlers, like when I see her perform, she is Bianca Belair, Every move, every mannerism she does, she is the character.
She is the character, yeah. And that hair whip is
the hair whip, the bubblegum chew,
devastating.
everything. The way she skips down to the ring, like twirling her hair around, chewing the bubblegum. I love it.
And that's what you're thinking. Eventually that hair's going to have to pop out. I don't want to say it. I don't want to have to be the one to say it.
Pop out?
Because that can't be all her real hair, right? Eventually... I don't know.
I think a lot of
You
it's
think
real.
So? I
think
wonder
a lot
what
of it's real.
where the shoot meter would fall on Bianca Belair's hair. Either
I
way,
don't know.
she can whip you with it, and that's
yeah.
a bomb ass move. Mike,
I love it.
I'm crawling away from our Wednesday night war show. I'm moving over to Monday. I'm actually giving the rest of my wrestler of the week to our tweet of the week champion Kevin Owens, running off of the thing. Into that little flip onto AOP. I just thought that was such a cool move, and he's such a big guy, but he's always so quick, and he can do he can do those. They're always so
he's
surprising, and you never know when he's going to want to pull one out. And Kevin Owens, you entertain the heck out of me, so you're my wrestler of the week.
Yeah, no, that was a hell of a spot, and he's always extremely athletic for his size.
An athletic
stature.
man.
His Humpty Dumpty
It's so weird.
body type,
It's
as
so odd.
it's
It's so
described.
odd, eh?
Because I feel like he eats well and he exercises. He's just one of those people where
I bet he's like solid.
It's glandular.
I bet he's so solid. Like, I bet it's not like he's large, but it's not like a belly or something that's like you can mush
Yeah.
it. I bet it's like thick.
not like
it's just
cellulite.
like hard.
Yeah, it's like you said, he's one of those guys. Take a cannonball to the gut.
yeah. Speaking of The Simpsons.
Black and white.
Speaking of The Simpsons, yeah. Well, there you have it, folks. That was our wrestling weekend. That was episode, I don't know, I think we're like 53 or something. You know, we're
something like that.
gonna hit that 100 at some point, and it's gonna be glorious whenever it does happen.
Yeah, big celebration.
Big
yes.
Oh, I can't wait for what the 100th show going to be. I hope maybe by that point we're not talking about Lana and Lashley and Rusev anymore, but at this rate, oh my
We
God,
might be looking back on
we
it.
could just be getting started.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, we could just be looking that way. Well, you know what to do. Rate, review, like, and subscribe to the show. It's everywhere. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google, YouTube. And we'll be back next week because I think we have a Rumble to preview, I believe, coming up next week.
Next Sunday, Rumble, Worlds Collide.
Oh,
We'll see how that cruise goes.
and the cruise, yeah. Oh my God, I can't wait. Next week,
it's fun.
next week's show is going to be big. It's going to be a big week for us too. We hope you enjoyed the show, folks. And Mike, I'll talk to you later, there, buddy.
Shoot.